It was my birthday yesterday, and I got a really awesome present.
Happy birthday!
Kim here, homeschooling mom to 4 and chaos coordinator since 2009. We are going to have a garden this spring. I hadn't planned on it because of what I want. I want to get what I want. Editor Kim here. What I really want are the birdies, really awesome, they last like 40, 50 years, garden bed things that I found on Self-Sufficient Me. Link below to his channel. He's in Australia, but the US version of him also recommends it, and that's Epic Gardening. I think I figured out a system. We're going to do the I always say it wrong, straw bale garden. We're going to start off with that, and then every year I'll purchase one of the beds that I really want and use all the straw, I always say it wrong, from the previous year as dirt and compost in the bin that I buy. All the straw I am buying will fill the bins that I buy year by year. Shovel? Why didn't you give him one, Genevieve? Find him a shovel too. I've been researching it. The library has the book on it. I'll put a bunch of links below to everything that I've been watching and reading. Really excited. This is what we're going to be doing. My mom made the comment the other day that we really have done a lot in the 10 months we have lived here. She said, have you looked at the before picture yet? And so I pulled it up. This is what the place looked like when we moved in. So we've already really done a lot. So right now you walk out, there's the cat house. I'll link a video of my husband building that. That's for the cats. We were going to definitely do chickens. We're going to do chicken coop over here. And then over here, we're going to just do bunch of rows of garden beds. This is such a blessing. Look how much God knew what I wanted when we moved in here. This is a spigot. It's connected to our sprinkler system that has timers. So we're going to be able to have a garden with watering system on timers. So excited. The only downside to all this is I literally just planted this grass last fall. All of this, it's all new. You can kind of see it. All new planted grass. So that's going to be covered. I'm going to get to plant all the things I want to plant. Not all of it, close to all of it. Anyway, I'm going to take you along on this. It's going to be a while to make this video. The one downside to straw bale gardening is you have to condition the straw bales ahead of time so that they have what you need. My biggest concern is pests getting to the garden because we have deer back here, raccoons, possums. So I'm hoping the cats will earn their keep by keeping a lot of the pests at bay. We'll see how it goes. I know they'll help with mice. I don't have to decide officially where everything's going to go the first year because the hay bales, straw bales, why do I keep doing that? The straw bales will be moved. I got distracted by more kids fighting about shovels. The straw bales will decompose the first year and I'll have to buy new ones for the following year so I can redesign things the second year if I want. Several weeks later, after I had gotten the books from the library and my husband had read it and agreed to the craziness, I was having a rough day one day and I needed to get all the things out of my head. So I finally got my graph paper out. I had all my seeds and I got to work. Let's do this. Lunch, please. Okay, just a second. I've only had to redo this about 3 times now. Don't be too impressed. I had to redo it 2 more times and it still wasn't right. Okay, here's the final product, and I had to add a little bit here. Up here it's wrong. It ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what I did wrong. And then I have numbers everywhere. Right here, like here's number 2. And this corresponds to envelope where I have the seeds. And it says where they're going to be planted. And I did a bunch of companion planting. So snap peas here. They're friends. Spinach, lettuce, cucumbers, and potatoes. So I knew that it'd be okay to plant those there. That is how I got that organization done out of my head. We've got a lot of other stuff going on over here. I realized at one point that I may have bitten off more than I could chew. So I did back off my plans a little bit and decided not to plant onions. Wasn't planned by me, but definitely divinely planned. This was delivered today, and it's my birthday. This is what I got for my birthday. Straw! 60 bales. My straw bale garden. I've already had 2 neighbors come up and go, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. What are you guys doing?" So We'll see how this goes. When I try new endeavors, I tend to go 120%. All right, well, the cats have earned their keep. We found 2 dead mice today. They're finally licensed and spayed and neutered and rabies shot, so they get to be outside all the time now. They absolutely love these things. They're inside there, actually. And I just found 2 dead mice in the yard, so there we go. Looks like they had a blast. Gonna start unloading those and putting them in place. We're gonna condition these starting next week. Okay, so Kateri is under the tarp and Hubert is trying to find her. He found her. There she is. There she is.
The cats were not the only ones who fell in love with the straw bales. I still want to say it wrong. And the tarps. I am not exaggerating when I tell you it was hours and hours of intense and creative play.
All right, this is where we're going to be putting it. This is kind of the before. Okay, so got all the bales out and placed where I want them. And the kids were all getting disappointed. They're like, can we have some bales for us? And I said, does your mother know you? So this is their haystack to play on this summer. A little entryway with a little mud area that they like to dig in. And this is going to have a big trellis that'll go over so the kids can go under and play and pick beans and cucumbers. The neighbors are very confused. They keep laughing. They're like, you doing what? These 2 also absolutely love the hay. Straw. I always say it wrong. Straw. Whew. Okay, today is day 1 of conditioning the bales. So I sprinkled some Miracle Grow stuff I got from Costco. I'll put a picture of it here. And I sprinkled a half a cup on the top of each bale and sprayed it down until it was starting to come out the bottom, maybe 15 seconds per bale. This guy's been my little helper.
If there's one thing I don't like doing is reinventing the wheel. So this is not a how-to video, but I have lots of links below of places I went and how I learned, because they did it well. There's no reason for me to try and do something better that's already been done really well. Also, I highly recommend the book. And as I told my neighbor, who is continually coming by, he's very fascinated by the idea. If it doesn't work, I give everyone permission out there to look at me and say, I told you so. If I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail big.
We're still conditioning the bales, but we got the trellis set up for the cucumbers and cucamelons and beans. Ta-da! You got cattle panels, and you put some, I don't know what these are. It'll grow up here. I don't know how high it'll be. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. The important part is to learn from it.
Bye-bye.
Good job.